Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Just hold on for 1 second here. I'm always working on something. Always working on something. It's just got a couple of seconds left. Okay, that's it. Okay, so they're different sides. Okay, so good people. I'm gonna ask your opinion here because here it works. I had it right here. I had the whole set. Just hold up. I keep that one in the door here. So that's what I use on there.
I thought you keep it over there.
No, this one I'm keeping over here so that way I just have this one ready. Just be cool, y'all. Just be cool for a second. So I got a question for y'all. I got a real question. Jerry Jones is a rich man, a very, very rich man. The thing about rich men are, they like to get what oh, look at that. So this is what we're going on all our cutting boards now. That is the Joe Boo logo. We used to burn it in, now we're going to actually cut it in. Okay, so Mike's going to set that up for me. Okay, so Jerry Jones is a very rich man who is used to getting his way.
Well, if he got his way, how come he hasn't been to the Super Bowl?
You want to set that one up? This is actually for, we're doing a butcher block over here for, his last name is English, I believe. He's out in Cali, and he makes beef jerky. So he said he's very particular about the meats and stuff. He said you could cut it on a slicer, but it's not as good as he'd like it. So he said he wanted one of my cutting boards here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the logo into this special for him. Anyway, back to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is a wealthy man, okay? We all know Jerry Jones has got more money than all of us put together, and then some. And Jerry Jones usually gets what he wants. So let me play some hypotheticals with him. The reality of Jerry Jones is he is not happy with Mike McCarthy.
Wow.
Okay? And if you read between the lines, which I always try to tell y'all to do, read between the lines on what he said. If there was somebody who was better available, he would make a move. In other words, Mike, you're only here because the guy I really want isn't available.
Oh, that's sad.
So what if the guy he wants could be available? Let's think about this for a second.
What if he's not available this year?
Well, that may be the case, which would be the reason. If the guy that he wants isn't available till later, then he'll stick with Mike McCarthy.
Which
Okay?
I'd be okay with that if the guy if they're for sure about the guy that they want. If he's coming to whoever they want, or they're coming to Dallas and we got to wait another year or two to get them, and
well,
I wouldn't be mad.
Okay, well, that may be the case, but let me go on with my original premise here. What if he was available
And then go after
and
him.
at a certain price?
That
Now, I can't remember offhand what the Raiders got to give up on John Gruden. I can't remember. I don't remember if it was a number one or something else. But let's say, hypothetically, the Dallas Cowboys could get Sean Payton, and it's a second-round draft pick. Do you look at that and say, okay?
I wouldn't mind that because we haven't gotten out of our number twos.
Well, let me start over then. What would you give up for Sean Payton to bring him in here?
Not a number one. I'm not for sure about C.D. Lamb.
Because if it's what do you mean about C.D. Lamb?
Because he drops too many balls.
Okay.
He dropped 2 or 3 touchdowns this season alone.
All right. We're not talking about that's got nothing to do with who the coach is.
It does.
Okay, right now we're talking about Jerry Jones and all his money and whether or not he would make a move. Now, the couple of problems. Here's a couple of problems that I can foresee with that. Okay, I'm working on this piece here. This is like the other piece that I made. That's for Troy Daniels is going to get. I'm trying to do the reverse of it.
So you're giving him two pieces, or you're giving him one?
I'm giving him the one. I may give this one to somebody else.
Yeah,
So I'm going to put the dryer on to see if I can get it dry by 9 o'clock. Everything is for sale for the right price. If the Cowboys really want Sean Payton, and we know how Jerry is, Jerry, if he wants to get some wine for 7-Eleven, he's going to stop off and he's going to get some wine for 7-Eleven. Jerry Jones wants to have a 300-foot long yacht. He gonna go ahead and get himself a 300-foot yacht. He want a helicopter. He don't only gets not even one. He gets two. One that's white and one that's blue. Jerry Jones gets what he wants because he's got the money. How's that?
But these ones are not tall enough. And these ones are too far.
So
Cause me one of these corners. Because you don't want to put anything here.
what we may have to do. Okay, so is it maybe you end up putting? Is it down tight?
I mean, this won't go anywhere. On this one, we have to put at least one more so it can move.
And it won't reach all the way over there. Okay,
So I'll get two on this side.
hold on. Let me get rid of the paintbrush. Okay, so the thing is, Jerry gets what Jerry wants.
Unless I was waiting to get them here. I don't know.
So this is a problem with that size. Okay, let me see the. I think, but see, it's not going to go up and down. I think if we actually go through and we put these in the corners like that, so it won't move. So it needs to slide back that way. So we're just learning the machine. But Jerry Jones gets what Jerry Jones wants. We all know that.
Are you sure about that? Because we haven't. Because he wanted.
Okay, well, exception of the Super Bowl. Okay.
See,
See how he's a smart ass.
He said Jerry Jones. I remember. Didn't he say one year you can just buy a Super Bowl? How did that work out? My question. Buying a Super Bowl.
Okay. Anyway, everything is for sale at the right price. Let's be clear on that. Okay. If Jerry Jones really wants to get Sean Payton, he can get him. Damn, it needs to go back that way a little bit more. You got to slide this more that way. And it's feasible that if you go to New Orleans and say, we'll give you compensation for him,
That's good.
that's good. That they would do it. But the question is how much would you give up to have Sean Payton? And that, it's over there. It's over there. I must have moved it over there when I turned it down. That is the real question here, is how much would you be willing to give up for Sean Payton? I don't have an answer for that because, well, I don't know. Because Sean Payton is really in the same boat as Mike McCarthy because he ain't done anything either. And he's had some really good teams the last 5 years, and they've had playoff failures. But, there's the flavor of the month, and if there's a guy who Jerry Jones is comfortable with, it would be him. So, here's where I see a problem. The problem I see is I think Sean Payton is one of those guys who is a control freak, much like the guy who was here with him, who brought him here originally, Bill Parcells. He's gonna want to go shopping for the groceries.
Well.
And you've just signed Will McClay again to be your director of player personnel. So I could see Stephen Jones not wanting to give up that role. Okay, there you go. Stephen Jones not wanting to give up that role, and Will McClay not wanting to give up some of that role. But we're talking Jerry Jones. And I think since we've got the whole Twitter battle with Des Bryant that's going on right now,
If they come to happy and medium, I think it could work.
if we the Twitter battle that we have going on,
No, he is. Being salty, they didn't win a Super Bowl. That's all that is.
Did you already put the thickness in?
Yeah, I put the thickness in.
Okay.
I didn't check to see how wide it was. It might be the same width.
It's 16 by 14.
You just have to change it. So.
You do have to change it?
Is it 16 by 14? I put the X. 16 by 14.
So, I don't know. I think the bottom line is it's Sean Payton or nobody. Either Jerry can get Sean Payton or we stick with Mike McCarthy. And that would be my take on it. We'll see what happens over the next week or two and see if the Dallas Cowboys do, in fact, make that move. But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you start hearing some stuff about Sean Payton.
Or
a little bit more than what we've been talking about.
Or
what?
Or if you keep what we have.
Well, it will be. It'll either be Sean Payton or nobody.
Hey, I'll be If we gotta wait a couple of years and get somebody who's good, then I wouldn't be mad.
But see, the problem is you can't just keep waiting a couple of years for people. See, we've wasted too many guys' careers.
Yeah, Zeke Elliott is toward the end of his career.
But it may be that you end up bringing in Sean Payton, and you do have to start over.
Well, with the offensive line, you definitely need to start over immediately.
We're still learning on here, guys.
At least this part's easy because it tells you how to do it on the computer.
Well, the next thing I've got to learn is how to actually start doing custom sizes and stuff.
We can learn. There's a YouTube video for everything. That's the best thing about YouTube. You learn anything on YouTube. Just about.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and I'll see you guys downstairs. Hopefully, the paint will be dry on this before time to go. I love how that just touches it and it says, "Ah, let me get up." Okay. All right. Here we go. Eric English, I think it is. We about to get your piece done. I hope you like having this carved in the back and that it doesn't mess you up. Need up a little more. Oh,
Yeah, because that's a taller piece.
There you go. All right. Turn on the dust collector. Sean Payton or nothing? You guys got a minute? You got a minute? Okay. I do. coming to your house
tomorrow. I'll be leaving tomorrow.
You heard Michael Anthony.
Okay, all that stuff out there.
And Eric, I think English. This is coming your way tomorrow too. See how it looks with the. Oh wow! There we go.
Perfect.
Now that's perfect.
Multicolored.
Bam! Look at that. Now that's a butcher block right there. I'm Mark Holmes with my great son, Michael Anthony Fitness Reaction on all social media. And he, of course, is blowing up, I'm hearing, on Snapchat, our meltdown after we lost to the 49ers.
Who?
You. That we had one more play. We had
Philly 500. Philly 500.
Yeah, so that's the guy. So definitely subscribe. And I'll see you tonight. Peace.